Well, let me tell you something. I know what you're going to ask me, and I think these boys are going to be here till probably 8 o'clock in the morning. So we don't need a phone call back. You fucking flew me across the world to tune this fucking car, and there's no dyno? So you put the filter on to save time. So that single man's 10 minutes worth of time is literally costing us 40 minutes worth of time.
Are you just agreeing with me for the sake of it? Or you're actually agreeing with me?
You agreed with everyone without upsetting anyone. That's exactly what you just done. Very smart. I like your style.
I am so glad I got your face on camera just then.
Whose face?
Yours.
Yeah, you want to see your face with that cup over it?
All right. Well,
I swear to God, I'm going to fucking punch you in the fucking face. I'm not giving you a cup, I'm going to punch you.
Mama always told me to be careful where you hang at. 10 toes down with the team, you can't change that. Crime bulletproof, so be careful where you bang at. Think you want to run up, I promise we could arrange that. Always been a visionary. But the way I'm blacking out, I think it's getting scary.
What are you replumbing? You're going to replumb the hoses coming out of the cam covers?
That's the cam covers are going to stay up there, up the top where they are.
I understand, but you're going to put a bigger size dash on it?
We can go to dash 12 if we get a bulkhead, or if they're yeah. What's
Sorry. 20 fucking 5 feet long.
Yeah. No, because
now where's it go?
Under the
And then it wise into a single.
yeah.
Into a single 12.
So you want that too?
If it was me, I would run 220.
Okay, so have you allowed for
All
that?
the way to the fucking back.
I haven't organised any of these. I've just ordered the weld-ons. That's all.
Okay, so I need to know how much.
That I don't know. You have to speak to whoever's going to pay it.
Has a log, and I've got a dash 16 going to it, and I've got the 2 dash 12s and
Chris!
2 dash 20.
Oh, yeah,
1 dash
that's
20 going to the thing. So we're fine. Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing, same deal here.
Except that's a 12, yeah?
Yeah, but it's separate.
Okay, so
Intercooler.
yeah, that fucking hose coming out of the intercooler probably needs to go up.
This one?
Yeah.
What do you mean, like face up?
Because the way the intercooler, the first thing is it's down in the middle of the core, which means any air that you trap in the intercooler will be above this fitting. That needs to be at the top of this so that the air is going to be here, right? When you fill it with water, it's going to go like this until it can leak out of here, and all of this is going to be full of air.
And that's essentially pressurising without.
Well, it's got no, so I mean, you have the intercooler laying on a 45-degree angle, the water's coming in at the bottom, and all the air is going to go to the highest point. And then the water needs to come out where the highest point is so it flushes the air out with it.
Do
right
we
now it's in the middle.
lines?
No. The lines are the right way around. I checked that first to see if we're putting it in the wrong way. We're not.
Yeah.
It's going in the correct direction, but the fact that you have first of all, the outlet fitting on center means that there's going to be an air pocket.
On above it.
The only fucking way it wouldn't be on center is if you turned it 90 degrees.
Can we put a bleed on top?
bleed up.
Put a bleed line on it.
I think when you turn the pump off, gravity is going to pull it back down anyway.
All right, so after testing yesterday, all went well. Engine was in one piece. Car performed well, but we kept having oil pushing. After every run, we would find that the car had spewed a shit ton of oil, 2 litres, 3 litres at a time. We thought that maybe at the beginning we had overfilled the dry sump tank. That's a custom dry sump tank that was made for this setup to accommodate for the turbo being moved so forward, so we couldn't put a Pedersen or a normal round dry sump tank. So we had to make one, which Profab did, to work around the turbo and that area down there. We thought it was all good, it worked fine on the dyno, we had no issues. That has been that same setup since the car was built previously. We now took the car to the track, ran it, and we had this oil issue. Once we got down to like the 3rd run and we realized that the oil was still pushing, we knew that there was a problem. We thought it was going to be the engine and that the engine had crankcase pressure in it. So we pulled the engine out, took it to 8 p.m. in the morning. He teared it down in front of Alex and I, and there was absolutely nothing wrong with it. It was perfect condition, flawless. What was left after that? The dry sump tank. And after looking at the way that it was plumbed and the way that it was done, we're thinking that when the car takes off, gets the G's in it, oil moves around, blocking the breather, and it's stopping it from breathing, which is building pressure and causing a problem. So we've decided to go get a Pedersen dry sump tank, a size that would work. We're gonna have to hack into the radiator support and the light area to make it fit, replumb the whole thing, and then go from there. So in the span of the last 24 hours, we've pulled the engine out, tore it down, checked it, it's perfect, put it back together, it's on its way back now. We're gonna replumb it, re-tank it, put it back in the car, get it on the dyno. We also got the transmission out, sent it to Fred at Pro Trans to pull it down to make sure that it's all good. He's pulled it down, it's amazing, there's nothing wrong with it. It's putting it back together, and we're gonna put it all back together and be ready for racing tomorrow, hopefully. So that's where we're at, and that's what we've done since running a 690 at 8 p.m. last night.
So I'm going to supply some toothpicks for everybody for tonight. While they've all our eyes open while we're working.
Getting tight ass. Please give us some good stuff.
Yeah, like what?
I don't know, man.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But yeah, that's where we're at. So it's going to be another long night. It was last night. I'm sure Tom captured it. He was here with the boys pulling the engine out. Unfortunately, he slept in and he couldn't make it to 8 p.m. in time to get some photos and videos of the engine being pulled down. But like I said, it was amazing and perfect. Like, we were all spectacle that there was definitely an engine problem and that it was creating crank pressure, which is pushing oil.
And at this level, to cut you off, sorry mate, but at this level we can't take a risk and we're not taking chances. And if it's going to take us another 24 hours to get this done and turn it around and get it ready for the track again, well, that's what we're going to do. And there's no defeating us in this car, man. So we're going to make sure it does what it needs to do, and we're just pushing forward as hard as we can.
100%. So we're going to run off, grab some parts for the boys while they're here, hacking, chopping, and Shane's doing his, you can see there that mine's doing 1,000,000 miles an hour. And by the time we get back, we'll have some fittings and we'll go from there and crack on. So stay tuned.
Let's go.
So if you're water, you're going to be here. It's at about 74. That's 74. So then that it's not quite half the core, but you're definitely giving up some. Well, on top of the fact that you're sending water through the middle of it, which means it's got fucking all the cold shits down the center. See the line? So you just fill that with water. If you pour water in start putting water in the bottom until it runs out the top and stop. That's what it's going to do with the water level in the core.
That's true.
I mean, so it's not half, but you're definitely still not using all of it. And then the other thing is when you put the water in, if you take it out right in line with where you put it in, then the water comes out of the tube, it goes right up the center of the core where it's being pointed, and then goes right out the other end of the core into the fitting that's leaving, and it only moves water down the center of the core.
So really, you would need that fitting at the
offset, with the highest spot would be better.
Point and the lowest.
And the lowest, right, so that and then offset from each other so there's no direct straight through path. I mean, look, it's the exact same as the other car, only the air side on the other car.
You know why? Because this was probably meant to be flat.
Or I'll bet it's vertical, right?
Vertical.
So they put it in so at least if you put it in the bottom, if it was standing straight up, then the air would naturally come out the top.
Yeah.
But the next problem is the proximity of the tank to the end of the core. The water has no reason to go, firstly, it has no reason to go through any other part of the core if it can just bypass straight down the middle. And even if you get it to go through the rest of the core, it's not going to want to go through there fast because it has to make a bunch of 90-degree turns in a fucking quarter-inch space. So what it really needs on the inlet side is a manifold that directs the water. When it can come into the middle, but it's got to go down a manifold that has jets spraying it up the core like every inch, so that it's got a reason to move water up the entire core. And then at the top, it has to have enough room to collect and get out at the high point on the core. So the air naturally purges itself out, and all of the water going through those sections of the core that you put jets through can get into that gingerly out turn and get to the outlet without having to, if there's happening, look, if you're out here and you've got a quarter-inch and you have to go from out here to the center, what's happening to all the water coming through the other parts of the core? You're going 90 degrees across the end of the core with the water at the ends. It's just not going to move. It's just going to stop there and not go anywhere. And everything's going to go right in the bottom and right out the top. So your core that you're actually cooling is like, 2 inches diameter down the center.
Same issue with the Big Mac.
Because it's the same fucking thing. It's not that, look, if you take those things off and put a blowgun on them, or if you put a fitting on the bottom and put a garden hose on it and take the top off, you're going to see this, which is how I know. I did it. but I think it might be easier to reach the other one to, if you have to bleed it, to take the bolt out.
This one here?
Yeah.
Yep.
Can that?
You can do either or because there's nothing here.
Really? So you'd be able to reach in there and loosen this bolt and take it out?
For
and
sure.
Just let water and then put it back in?
Yep, and you can even get it through here because the turbo is just there anyway.
So
we've got plenty of
that's
room.
probably a metric thread, right?
Yeah, it will be metric.
So
there's nothing there. Wouldn't the core be there?
the core's under there, but there's a gap. That's how the water comes out. That's part of the problem, is the gap's not big enough. But yeah, so the core ends, the weld is dead over the middle of the junction of the end of the core and the tank. So it ends in the middle of that weld. So you just got to take the drill bit down to the bottom of there and just go slowly to get it to break through but not go into the end of the core.
Mama always told me to be careful where you hang at. 10 toes down with the team, you can't change that. Try bulletproof, so be careful where you bang at. Think you wanna run up, I promise we could arrange that. Always been a visionary.
What are you doing, Shane?
Well, we need to be able to, we're going to take this bolt. We need to be able to bleed the air out of the top of the core. So the easy way is use this bung, take a bolt like this, and use the bolt as a plug, right? So what I need to do is knock a hole at the bottom of this bung into the top of the tank, but not go into the core.
Mama always told me to be careful where you hang at. 10 toes down with the team, you can't change that. Try bulletproof, so be careful where you bang at. Think you wanna run up, I promise we could arrange that. Always been a visionary.
Well, I drilled it and I went to go get something to check the hole with because I'm like, I should be in there by now. So I went to go get a smaller drill bit. When I stuck the drill bit to the bottom of the hole and just pushed on it a little bit, it went right in. It just so that it was almost to the end and just folded it out of the way. So if you take the drill bit and shove it in so you can feel the top of the core, right? It's obviously the top of the core there. Goes in that far. And then my drill and my gauge, if I go this direction. So I'm that much clear of the core with the end of the drill bit. I didn't drill the core, right? Just enough to knock a hole and let the air out. So this is a much shorter bolt. I hate Allens. Allens have no business being on a race car, so we have to do something different than an Allen.
Hex.
Yeah, it's got to be a hex. This is no bueno on a race car. 12 point, 6 point, something you get a wrench on, a socket on. Allens notoriously are placed in a place where you can't get either a socket or an actual Allen key in. Do not put these on your race car.
The way I'm blacking out, I think it's getting scary. Get a fan by the win, it's hereditary. Don't take a loss, hell yeah, we legendary.
Right, so that's the intercooler issue out of the way, at least as far as being able to get the air out of the intercooler. We've got a way to do that now with a bleeder on it, so that'll be better. We'll be using all of the core that we paid for instead of some portion of it just not doing anything. So that gives us a chance to go into a little bit more technical detail about what we found after we did some testing yesterday and the changes we're making going forward. And so one of the things we found, if you go back through what we were in the middle of yesterday, at some point, I think after the first run, I realized that it hadn't shifted to second gear. And the reason it hadn't shifted to second gear is because the gear position sensor on the side of the transmission had broken and indicated that it was already in third gear. So it told the ECU, hey, you don't need to shift, you're in third. So with no spare sensor and no way to really remedy that easy, I quickly added a function to the firmware, which amounts to just a table, which is 2 axes. On the vertical axis, it's drive shaft RPM, and on the horizontal axis, it's lap time from the time the trans brake comes off. And then I built a window with duty cycle values, 0 being off and 100 being on, whereby when the drive shaft RPM gets between these 2 RPM points, the output goes active, and that makes the shifter shift to the next gear forward, and then it turns back off. And when the next shift point needs to happen, when the drive shaft gets to the next window, it turns the output on again, and that kicks it into high gear. But the problem is, I did it quickly. Obviously, we were at the track and we were getting ready to run, and I didn't have a chance to really test it. And so the problem is that the drive shaft sensor, which is, I'm gonna make it flash because it's easier if I make it flash, I think. So this channel that's flashing, you can see it's very jittery, right? It's wiggly, which is kind of normal because it's looking at the sensor that's on the pinion of the diff, and the angle of the drive shaft, because it's separating the rear suspension, and because of the fact that the power pulses are spread out, is making the signal jitter as the shaft moves back and forth. So the jitter then makes the output that's trying to make the shift happen which is this purple line here with this kind of spike up and down in it. That's the output going to the shifter. So it tries to turn on, then off, then it's on, a little bit off, and then it's all the way off, then on again, on. Like, so this functioned, right? And technically we could run it that way because the shift output will turn on and it won't be able to completely turn off in time before it has to turn on again. But still, with that jitter, we're gonna end up in a situation at some point where it will do the wrong thing. It'll put itself into the next gear or won't shift or whatever. So in order to get rid of that, get rid of the blinking channel here real quick, I just want to filter out the drive shaft signal so that it's smooth. I guess I got to turn blink off. There we go. Right, so one way to do it is to use Motec i2, the data analysis software, and filter the channel by time. So if I go to filter, I can smooth by time. So I'm just going to give it 1/10 of a second worth of filter. So that means it'll look at all the signals that happen within 1/10 of a second and average them and draw a new, nice and smooth line. So that's clearly smooth enough that we'll get rid of that jitter if we use that sort of a filtered channel. So then I had to go into the Motec M1 build, which is the software program that allows you to compile runnable firmware in an ECU. And I had to add a filtering channel to the drive shaft sensor that I could use as the signal going into that table that makes it shift. So if I look at drivetrain, speed, I now have a filtered drive shaft signal channel that I've added, and I've added a smoothing value that'll let me enter a time that it filters through, and then a calculation that filters the signal coming from the actual physical input pin and results in a smoothed channel, just like what we see in the analysis software after I've added a filter post-process in the analysis software. So we'll end up with a signal like this going into the shift channel in the ECU. The ECU will do the filtering for us. And then if we log that channel, we'll see a channel that looks like this, and we should see a shift output that just comes on smoothly and turns back off instead of all this jitter.
Who the best in this thing? Tell them, yeah, that's me. Tell them who bring the fire, say, yeah, that's me. Who make it flip, make it bang, ooh, yeah, that's me. Who make the party feel alive, tell them, yeah, that's me.
Well, Alex and Murad have taken off to go run parts, but I just wanted to take this opportunity to say how honored and how much of a pleasure it is for me to be able to work with Alex and the guys here at Bearong Automotive. I have known of Alex for it's gotta be 10 years. Facebook, I'm sure, made that a possibility because we both work in the same circles, and so of course you see things run across your feed. But I noticed that Alex was a guy who takes stuff to the next level. I mean, he's like show car, obviously he's OCD. I didn't know him personally, but he had my respect because I looked at his builds and I could see the quality of work that he was putting out. And I've had a tremendous opportunity throughout my career to work with some really amazing people that are really switched on and passionate. And Alex is absolutely one of them. And it is a true pleasure for me to be able to collaborate with Alex specifically on MakDDY. But even better than that, I now get to call him my friend, which is pretty amazing. So for any doubters out there that aren't sure or think that I'm here to take over with the tuning for Alex, and no, it's the two of us talking together, working through things together, solving problems together, using our two brains, putting our egos aside for the betterment of the team, knowing that the two of us can draw on our experience, talk about things together, help each other understand things better, and help both of us evolve to the next level with the team. So it's my pleasure, Alex, dude. I love you, man.
Bring the fire, say, yeah, that's me. Who make it flip, make it bang, ooh, yeah, that's me. Who make the party feel alive, tell them, yeah, that's me. My girl so proud of your boy when they ask, is that your man? Yeah, that's me. And
Hey, picture this in the US times 10. It's crazy.
What's going on, man?
So we got a good run yesterday. We obviously we didn't have the lockup engaged, but we thought, you know what, we've got a day. Just want a bit of a side note. I wasn't too happy about the day off in between as well when we first signed up for the racing, but I get it now. I understand. I concur. It's probably a very good thing that we've done. So it gives us time. We took out the transmission, sent it to Fred, stripped it down, checked it all out, checked the clutches in the torque converter. I got the torque converter over here. So just checked all the clutches, make sure it was all good. Beautiful, man. Nothing wrong with it. It's all good. Put it back in and away we go. Ready for tomorrow, hopefully.
You see that I'm winning, it's harder to watch. I'm setting the stage, you should give me my props. You ain't got no soul, you lacking the spirit. You talk out your neck, I'ma show you I'm with it. I would really hate for you to sit and watch me win again and win again and win again. I know it's probably getting on me and when I'm synonym. So if I ever win again, it's no I did the minimum. I didn't have to sell my soul. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Please don't play no games with me.
This is what I was using yesterday.
No way. How you guys going?
Good.
Yeah, definitely can't use that.
So I've called Jacob up. Obviously, we know what happened last night of the track. With the rear window, kept on popping out. The bottom of it needs to be reinforced. I called Jacob. Jacob does our windscreens over at Max Civil. Gave him a call. I said, mate, he goes, I'll be there in 5 minutes. The boys, they end up sorting it out temporary. So I said to him, thank you, just go home. Sorry to spring this on you, mate.
Yeah, no, you're right.
So I've called him back. We're trying to fix it. Here I am thinking that they were using the right rubber,
No,
but it's electrical wire.
Is this, don't tell me this is the one.
This is the one they were using
Oh,
to get the window in.
You got the right one?
No, that's what I thought was the right one.
We've got to cross our fingers, man.
Yeah. So I don't want to. We have an option of putting the glass window in, but obviously it's all perspex. But I do have a glass window. I made sure that I had one.
We still need a locking strip, but
Yeah.
I mean, what we'll do the rubber to where the plastic, the insert, we bog it up as much as we can. And tomorrow I'll see what I can do. If I find the locking strip, I'll come down to the track.
And then you can just feed it through.
We'll just feed it through, man, and that's why it's called a locking strip. It locks
Locks
it in.
Yeah.
We'll see what we can do now, though.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Got a lot to prove. L Woods with the law school. I am not a wave, I'm a monsoon. Send her on her way after she blow me like some hot soup. She break a bank just to get the right picture and it looks great. Ooh, I love the shape, I swear to God, it's hard to look away. Prove to me you got it, girl, I gotta see how that pudding tastes. Got me in the comments saying shit I probably shouldn't say. I like girls who earn a bunch. Cook me up some lunch and cook my book, she work for Ernst & Young. And even if she is the perfect one,
So this is a Peterson dry sump tank. Pretty standard edition for any big caliber car. We are moving away from this due to restrictions in room with the exhaust and turbo position. We had this custom one made. We don't think the baffling system in there is working quite well enough. We are having issues with oil coming back up and pushing back through. So hopefully with this Peterson tank, with all the internals it's got in there, it should solve the issue.
Did you get that? We come bearing gifts, Tom.
What do we got?
We got a new Clearview filter system. Hello, mate. How are you?
Good. All right. Have you met Jacob?
It's Jacob. Hey, brother. How are you, man?
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for coming, bro.
No, no worries, bro.
You done the windscreen on the 34, yeah?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, that was
Thanks,
me. All of them.
this one
Even the Mac fleet, mate.
Did ya?
Everything.
How's this looking?
Yeah, it's going good. We just took it out, man. So
Is it gonna work?
this is the part you're missing. He showed me a piece of copper.
Yeah.
That's what you guys are using. It's wrong. You need like a thick rubber to go between here to lock it in. It's called a locking strip. Without that, the glass is very flimsy. Obviously, it's plastic, so it's already flimsy. So normally these we need them. Obviously, it's too late now to get them. So tomorrow, I'll grab it. Yep. Obviously, I'm gonna glue everything. The groove where the glass goes in, I'm gonna put glue in, and then once tomorrow morning, I'll go to the warehouse and I'll grab that strip and I'll meet you guys at the track.
Sweet.
I'll throw it in.
Thanks, bro.
Because without that, it's gonna fly out.
You're a legend.
Yeah, no worries, bro. Anything.
Anyone needs any glass work done to their cars, hit them up, bro. These guys are quick, fast, and always ready to go. I appreciate it, bro. Thank you.
Take care, brother.
Whoa. Is Noah going to get the engine? Noah, are you going to get the engine? Huh? You want to take Tom with you? You want to go with him? mate.
Hey, mate.
How was APM?
It was actually really good.
Was it?
Yeah,
Did you get a good understanding of what we had to go through today?
it was very impressive.
Pretty cool, eh?
Yeah.
We got some fuel for the troops.
Oh, lovely.
It looks like we're doing another all-nighter. Something that we've become immune to, right?
Yeah.
That's not out of the ordinary anymore.
Yeah, I just saw, yeah.
You know we have no more headlight.
Yeah.
See that one?
I only just did then.
You're gonna have to get an update on this, mate, because we have dramatically changed shit now. Look at that, it's wrapped in plastic. Wrapped in plastic. Who the fuck can pull an engine out of a car, get it pulled down, and put it back together in a fucking day? That's pretty impressive. It's pretty impressive.
Let's just not do it too often, yeah?
Let's not do it again.
So as a reminder for the viewers, what's actually been happening?
A lot. Besides us eating chicken, there's a lot going on. So
I'm in with this.
nothing. We're just talking and discussing whether it has baffles in it because we don't know, because no one seems to recall who constructed it, so we don't know if it has baffles in it. Alex just put a camera down it and can't see nothing, so obviously it would be better if it was baffled. If it's not, we'll figure it out and find out, but if this solves the pushing issue, then it shouldn't really matter for now until it does. And if it doesn't have baffling and it does have an issue, it's going to be a lot less of a problem than what we're encountering, that we encountered yesterday. So yeah, just a discussion. How you feeling, Tommy? Good? Next time.
Starting to wake up. It's good.
I was looking down at your legs, but you're wearing pants. So.
Will a cuff help?
Yeah.
Always. On the
no
fuck
white
was a
legs
cuff
today.
never help.
Give him a cuff. A little one, just a little one. You know what a cuff is?
This is doing my head in.
A cuff is like a shamar. In Macedonian, we call it shamar. It's an open-handed slap. That's what my dad used to give me as a 5-year-old to wake me up.
We can tell by your face.
I am so glad I got your face on camera just then.
Whose face?
Yours.
Yeah, you want to see your face with that cuff over it?
They all need their own reference to atmosphere, and they don't need to share it with anyone. This is traffic on the freeway. It's not this it's the same shit, literally. If everybody has their own exit, stays in their own lane, the traffic moves. As soon as you jam every motherfucker into one lane, what happens? Everything stops.
You can run the two into one, 16, I don't care. But I'm saying run them separately.
But that 16 has to be its own fucking 16 to the
Because
back.
if that pressurizes and goes into this, then it might put pressure back into that and you have
It's
the
the
same
same
problem all over
exact
again.
problem you already had.
So you'd rather have it separately so you know where it's coming from.
But, going back to, if we're trying to decide what to do, what should we do? Well, fuck, if he's got one and it's the same and it works, yeah, fine, copy it. And by the way, there might be more than one way to make it work, but the way it was already was not working. And for me, I'm with you, if you're gonna stick it all together, if it's all stuck over to here together and it doesn't work, it's not gonna be any better than when it's all stuck together right there and it doesn't work. You're just moving the problem, not fixing it. Yeah, bigger holes. Or it's just like the turbo. Make that bigger, it works better. Make those bigger, that'll also work better.
I just feel like I shouldn't really do that right now.
I just want to
Spark plug coil moment.
When you write the checks, everyone agrees with you, just so you know.
Are you just agreeing with me for the sake of it? Or are you actually agreeing with me? No,
Everybody's your friend when you fucking pay them.
Shane, I think what you just done there is you agreed with everyone without upsetting anyone. That's exactly what you just done. Very smart. I like your style. Listen, mate.
Be a politician, maybe.
Did I say anything?
No, but your face.
I haven't fucking said nothing. I haven't said nothing about it.
There's cameras and stuff.
But I haven't said nothing.
But the look, relax, that.
What do you want me to do? Yeah. How do you want me to smile? How do you want me to smile? Hey? Tell me.
All right. Well,
I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking punch you in the fucking face. I'm not giving you a cup, I'm gonna punch you.
You know what I reckon we should do to fix all this? I think we should put some coils here. Right, yeah. And then
I want to check the bloke's heart. You know, I got a, what do you call it? What's it called? Stethoscope? You can't laugh. You'll cop it.
Are you laughing?
Nah. Listen straight away.
To be honest, if you do the plumbing like Murad says, you're only gonna have to put oil in it one time because it'll never fucking puke any out.
Stop, Shane, please. Please stop.
No humor, this guy.
RB, not too bad.
We're gonna humor him?
No, I thought you don't want to laugh anymore. You're like, now I'm so, oh, I know why, because you're up past your bedtime.
Well, it is my bedtime, 8:30. I'm in bed by 8:30. We've got our two soldiers fucking pumping away, man. Chris and Laz are amazing. They'll never let us down. The boys are just doing their thing and they're killing it. Did you know, yesterday, Chris Laz said, because everyone's like, oh, let's get back to the shop and we'll, you know, do what we've got to do. And Chris is like, no, everyone fucking go home and leave Chris and Chris here and let us do it. Get the fuck out of our way. And that's what happened.
Quick little update. We've got the new dry sump tank in there. We've managed to jam it in a very tight spot. We've got all the clearance for dump pipes, stuff like that. So now it's time to rip everything out and get ready to put the engine in. So turbo will come out, mid plate will come out, mid plate goes back on the engine, and then start putting it all back together.
Go?
No, now we're stuck on the back.
No. Yeah. You know what?
Take it
I
off.
have to pull that off. Go up. Full time? Yep. I don't think it was on when we pulled it out. I didn't tell right, Tommy.
It would have been very fucking tight.
Don't put that in the clip here. Don't put it in the clip. It doesn't like going in when the filter sinks. It's very close to the radiator support. You know, she's too big. Too big.
Too big.
So we gotta pull her off. You're the Allen key, cunt? I mean, friend.
So you actually overachieved.
Yeah.
So you put the filter on to save time. So that
Yeah.
single man's 10 minutes worth of time
Yep.
is literally costing us 40 minutes worth of time.
That's 2 runs. Go.
2 runs gone, fuck. Sorry, cunt.
And you still got to put it back on, so it's 50 minutes worth of time.
Ready?
Yeah.
Ah, fuck, I pinched my finger hard, eh?
We have an engine back in the car. What is it?
The motor's still not in it.
950.
Not bad.
10 hours ago, this was out.
The motor's not in it yet.
Oh no, that's actually a good point. Tomorrow morning, start there, go. We couldn't get it done, guys. Not. Psych. Psych.
Just
now jacket.
voice a little bit. That's the one. That's it. We're on.
You guys, mate.
Fucking Shane the expert with the beer. One beer.
One-handed engine. One-handed engine swap.
Just get a nut and pull it in. Assuming it's not hitting the converter out.
All right, fire it up, boys.
Let's go.
Start up, man. What are you doing?
Put it together. We'll make some zaps on the street. Make sure it's all good.
Don't laugh. That's what I was doing in fucking Mac today.
Trust me. The first time I went to Bahrain, I go all the way over there, and we fucking spend like 2 days rewiring the Supra.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, except we're going to get fucking house wiring because there's no race car anything over there. Anyway, we get all the shit done. It's like second day, 2:30 in the morning. So I'm like, okay, it's finally ready to go to the dyno. Let's go to the dyno. Dyno's not available. because it's 2:30 in the morning. I'm thinking, okay, so what? We'll go in the morning? No. The dyno's not available. Like, what the fuck do you mean the dyno's not available? Well, there is no dyno. What do you mean there is no dyno? Like, where? The dyno's not open? No, there's no dyno in the country. I'm like, you fucking flew me across the world to tune this fucking car, and there's no dyno? I'm like, get this motherfucker out on the street then. So we went out on the street and launched it on the street, and I kept fucking pulling the data and tuning it, and turned the boost up and turned the boost up until we got that done, and then turned the nitrous on and fucking tuned the nitrous on the street. About 27,000 fucking rips up the street. And then when we got that done, we took the motherfucker to the racetrack.
Oh, well.
So which Mac engine and car was this in? In what country?
Yeah, just save that story so we can I don't have to tell it again. We can just you could just edit it in with different video.
Did they eventually get a dyno?
Yeah.
That was
Someone else got a dyno, but
that wasn't turning the motor.
and they honestly it was a dyno jet. And they fucking, like, you know your garage at your house? Imagine if you put a fucking dyno jet dyno in your garage. Your garage barely fits your fucking, you can't even walk past it, right? That was the dyno that we used to go to. You put the car in there, you can't walk past the car.
Where was this?
In Bauer. I sit in front of the car, then it's on the roller in that, like, in your garage with the exhaust pointed out, and that was, I mean, there was enough room for the driver to go around and get in, but that was about it. You weren't doing much more than that. And we used that fucking dyno for I don't know how long, until they finally got a dyno at Econou. And then, like, the first time I went to Dubai, I think it was Belushi's shop, actually. The dyno, I think they bought the dyno from somewhere in the States. It was a dyno jet. They bought it from somewhere in the States, and we put the Alanabi super on that one. And we have to wait because they have to hook up the wires to the dyno. So I'm thinking, oh, they just need to, like, obviously they must move shit around, or I don't know, whatever. So I'm thinking they mean, like, we need to plug it in. When they took the dyno out of wherever it came from, somebody cut the fucking wires. So this fucking, no, they're not gonna solder it. This fucking Indian is sitting in this hole with 50 fucking wires on each side of this connector, stripping them off, twisting them, wrapping them around, and then going to the next one. And he's trying to cut them all in different spots so they can't short to each other. And I'm like, why are we even wasting our, this is not gonna fucking work. We just get this motherfucker on the street. I know how to do that.
Wow.
Yeah. But to be fair, it worked.
This is in Dubai.
Yeah, it was in Dubai. Well, it's outside Dubai, but yeah. You flew into Dubai, then went like 50 miles outside of it. Ajman.
I would have walked. I had a lot of patience.
Shit, I was just telling somebody this the other day because they were talking about, you know, the accuracy of the lambdas. And like how the lambdas aren't maybe accurate, particularly when you go to the rich end of the range. And I'm like, I can't be the only one that calculates lambda off of calculated mass air and mass fuel flow, right? Crickets. So I tell them, and they're like, fuck, you know, how'd you figure out? I said, I had to figure it out because I used to work in the Middle East where the fucking ECUs had no logging and most of them had no lambda. So your best case was to get it on the dyno, use the lambda from the dyno, figure out how to get it to run right there, and then if you were going up in boost at the track or whatever it was, you had no idea where you were going to be, right? So you had to calculate it in the background, calibrate that to what the lambda on the dyno read so that your calculation came up with the same value as the measured value from the dyno. And you just hope for the best when you got to the racetrack. Well, now you could at least spot check it. How much air is it technically using? How much fuel is it using? What must the air-fuel ratio be? Assuming it's the same as it was when it had an air-fuel ratio meter on the dyno. Yeah. So then you at least had a concept, otherwise there was no concept. And beyond that, when there's no logging in the car, like if I had to tune them on the road, I would put fuel in until it blew the same amount of black smoke from the bottom of the rev range to the top in the mirror. You know, just watching the tailpipe and how much smoke's coming out while you're driving it down the road. Now add fuel, add fuel, add fuel.
Oh my God.
Once you got it to look about the same, then you just trim the whole thing overall down until the smoke goes away. Send it. What lambda? I don't know. Looks good. If the plugs don't foul, it's good. They usually fling apart before you can get them far enough to foul the plug. So those dudes will take a stock petrol engine and put a GT55 on it and put C16 in it and expect it to make 45 pounds of boost. Stock, literally stock. Not cams, not bone stock. Take it from the dealership,
Rip the stock intake fucking off, bolt on their bullshit aftermarket intake manifold, Chinese, who the fuck even knows what it is. Header, turbo, intercooler, boom, put a Motec in it, you're done. Yeah,
You're done.
Done. 45 pounds of boost.
Stock motor.
Bone stock.
Stock engine.
Stock.
No hit start.
Nothing. Yes, it will fling, but that's also teaches you another thing, because if anyone in Australia or even the US, if you tell them what you're going to try and do with a bone stock engine, they're going to say, "Fucking stop, take it apart. We need to change head studs, rods got to be upgraded, pistons." What? They didn't know any better. So then they would do it, and they would mostly live. 1,000 horsepower on bone stock shit.
That's crazy.
They would mostly survive. So then you realize, well, man, you're changing a lot of shit for no reason, because stock shit'll pretty much live.
Is the belt gonna fit?
Which build? The alternator build?
How's theory, mate?
Hey, you gotta make a fucking thingy out of that one, eh? Hey, let's see the dance. Just YouTube it, man.
Which one?
I'll be the wool. What do you mean YouTube? I don't want to YouTube. I don't want to see a live performance.
What, in his J-string?
I'll show you a live performance on Monday. After I race my GDR. At least you pronounced it properly. Yeah, GDR. Good man. Good on you, mate. GDR.
That's just so much more security. When you're paranoid about shit getting in your engine, so your filter has a filter. So this is the Clearview filter, which underneath it now attaches another filter with a cartridge in it. So it's double filtration.
Double. It's double this one.
Doubles. Proper horsepower.
Hello, Alex speaking. How you going, Brendan from Easy Tech Security? Yeah, I know who you are, mate. Well, let me tell you something. I know what you're going to ask me, and I think these boys are going to be here till probably 8 o'clock in the morning. So we don't need a phone call back. Yeah. Disregard it all morning, because they're going to be working their motherfucking asses off to get this car ready for the track at 2 o'clock.
Yeah. Like and subscribe.
Thank you very much for that. Cheers, mate.
You always gotta say like and subscribe.
You gotta say it.
Like and subscribe.
We're fucking retards for even allowing that to be in the fucking car in the first place, if that was the problem. You really reckon that was causing all that?
Who's gonna know, bro?
How the fuck was it even? How was it plumbed? Like, what are those two on the top doing?
They're the ones that were going from the fucking cam cover back to the. These
No,
two.
that
Where does it actually breathe out of?
Yeah.
One on the
At the
side.
back.
Fuck me. Is there tubes in there at least putting it down?
There's just a plate. Yeah,
Yeah.
like a deflector plate.
a fucking oil ejaculator into the Airstream plate?
Yeah. Pretty much. With a fucking 20-litre tank. Just in case you ever need extra oil.
Eu falei pra novinha que hoje tá no grau. Ficou viajando na pegada do marginal. Na pegada marginal.
Can you reverse the polarity on that pump or no? Like, how do you know which way it's going to flow?
I mean, there's an in and out on the pump. It's in the center and out on the side, just like a turbo.
Yeah, but so is that. So you can reverse the polarity on that. You can make that go backwards.
No, you can't. It'll spin the wrong way.
Yeah.
But it won't work the wrong way because it's just like a turbo. Like there's an actual inlet in the middle and an outlet here. So you can spin it the wrong way around, but it won't actually pump. Just like a turbo won't actually make boost if you decide you're going to connect the inlet here and try and make the outlet in the center. Right? Because it's literally just like the shape of a turbo.
Yeah.
So it has to go the right direction to move. It'll turn, just won't fucking move it. Even if it moves water, it's
yeah, okay. No,
you can't swap the direction.
If you put it on backwards, then it operates backwards.
On a pump that's not a centrifugal pump like that, no problem. It'll just turn the wrong way and pump the shit the wrong direction. But that's a centrifugal. All that shit's angled based on the direction it's coming in, just like a turbo is. So if you try to turn it backwards, maybe it'll move something. But it's going to be terrible at it. Because it's
suck, won't it?
Well, it's like the fucking propeller on a boat going the wrong direction. So, I mean, reverse in a boat sort of works, but you can't go fast with it in reverse. Because the blade's ineffective at that direction. It's the same thing there. If it's a flat blade, you know, or like a pump that's like lobes or whatever, it doesn't care which direction.
But that doesn't have blades, does it?
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's just like that pump. The only difference is the motor that turns it has enough torque that when pressure builds behind it, it can overcome the pressure and shove the fucking water through anyway. It's just a higher horsepower.
It's just got more power.
Yeah.
To combat the J-force.
Yeah, correct. So this pump is like, I don't know, whatever. The flow rate of these pumps is rated with 0 resistance. Right? So the most obvious test you could possibly do would be to lay that pump on the floor under a bucket that's feeding it, and then take the outlet and send it fucking up and see how high it can push the water out. If you lay that motherfucker flat into it, like take the water out of a tank, come out of there and go straight back into a tank, there's no doubt, I'm sure it's 35 gallons a minute like it's rated. But as soon as you put any restriction on the outlet, so it's working to push the water, like it would if it had to push it to the second level of the building, it would just run out of horsepower to push it high enough and the water would go up and stop.
Yeah.
And there would be 0 fucking movement of water.
Like
the pump would be
pressure
spinning like a
coming out of a
motherfucker.
fire hydrant.
It is
Depending on how
literally
much
the
you
same as
open.
the plumbing in the fucking building, right? Head pressure. So if you make that thing work against head pressure, it can't deal with it. It might spin around, but no water will move. And that's what happens when it's trying to pump against the water in the line going to the intercooler when you accelerate. Because the G-force is it's like the same as having the water stacked 40 feet high, right? It's trying to push it up a 40-foot tube, it can't do it. Lay it flat, no problem. So the other pump that they make, Davies Craig makes another pump, but it's got a brushless motor on it, which has a bunch more horsepower, like that Pierbird pump. The difference is the Pierbird pump is meant for a cooling system on a road car that works under pressure.
What's the other one made for?
The other one is their answer, I think. I mean,
So
I can't even imagine why they did it other than that won't work for that. And now they've built one that will. That's exactly that same form factor, but the back of it is huge because it's got a bigger
pump.
horsepower motor on it.
Bigger motor.
And maybe the pump is different too. I don't know. It looks the same.
But so you're saying that one's better?
That's way better. That pump is actually built. That's for a
Drag car.
BMW over-the-road street car. That's its water pump, right? So it's designed it'll work against a 30 psi restriction and still pump.
That's strong.
Now listen, as you restrict the outlet to make pressure, the volume of the pump goes down on any pump, fuel pump, water pump, whatever it is. But that pump will still deliver, I think it's 400 liters per hour at 30 psi restriction.
That's a
So
lot.
it doesn't give a fuck if you have 10 pounds of force coming back from
5
water.
Gs.
It doesn't care.
It'll
It's
go
going to
through
move it
5
anyway.
Gs, yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. Alex was just showing me a video. Have you got that video of that pump working? Pull it up. Look at that.
So that looks impressive, but in reality, it's going around in a tiny circle with no head.
There you can see the pressure.
What sets it apart is when you make it do work. So what you do is you take from one bucket into a second bucket and you turn it on and you time how long it takes to fill the second bucket. So you've got an idea what the volume is over time. And then you put a number 6 fitting in it and you do it again. And you see how much, and then because when you put a 6 fitting in it, it's got to build 30 pounds of pressure to get the water to come out of that fitting, and you measure it again. And when you put that pump in there and you try and restrict it, you're going to get about a cupful in a minute. And when you put the Pierbird in it, with no restriction, it'll take the 5 gallons out of the one and put it in the other, no problem. And if you put a number 6 in it, it'll make about 3 gallons of the 5 in the same amount of time. because it's able to work against that pressure and still pump the volume, and that's what you want.
Power.
Yeah, you need the power because you're trying to shove it through a bunch of passages that are restricted as shit, and you're shoving it against G-force, the weight of the water in the line, trying to go
The
backwards
force
through the
has to
pump.
be equal or greater than the force resisting against it.
Fucking dead simple, right?
That was like being in college.
I can say it's 12 o'clock.
Can you? You look like you just had a bender.
I've had a
Bender. That was pretty knowledgeable. I love the way he explains things. It's very understandable. Yeah, like he makes it. He dumbs it down for us simpletons to understand it. Because if we had to deal with it on his level, we probably would be like, "What the fuck is he talking about?" But I get it, and it makes sense, and I'm sure it does to everyone else now because it was just explained really well. Yeah. This has been actually a big issue, the water G-force situation that we've had. We've had it with oil, and we've had it with the water. In Big Mac, we had this issue for a very long time where we couldn't get the water to circulate because of the G-force that the car pulled. We actually added another extra pump to it, and it made it a little bit better. But overall, it wasn't great. So if this does what it says it does, and looking at that video that Alex showed us of how it flows, then I think we put one of them on Big Mac as well because it's powerful, and that's what you want. So, another lesson at the McDaddy College.
Yeah, I know you see the vibes. Yeah, I know you see the vibes. Yeah, I know you see the vibes. I can't have it any other way. Want the trophy, gotta take it out my face. Yeah. You ain't serious, then get up out the way. This is really what I do, so it's more than just a game. Yeah. Top 10, not 10. Running up the score to know I'm locked in. You ain't on the team, cause you not him. If you ain't us, then you not them. Yeah, you know the vibes. Been in this thing winning rings for a while. Put it to the test, I could win it in a trial. Ain't no need to flex, cause I know you see the style. Yeah, I know you see the vibes. 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 I stay calm, but I'm confident. I got it, they wanted it. It's my time, and I'm prominent.
Look, the problem is, because that's the fucking return, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so when you move it, it's got to go in there and roll around the tube. So just leave it. Put fucking heat sleeve or shrink or whatever the fuck you want around this so it doesn't melt. This is not going to give a fuck. That might, but even then, it doesn't get fucking hot. It's not orange.
This one might be a problem.
I think you should move that fitting.
That's actually a hose, it's not a fitting. Right there.
Okay, but we were on about moving the fitting in the tank.
Yeah, well, you were talking.
Mr. fucking
They said,
jokester.
this is
I know
smart
this
ass.
is a fucking hose,
Well,
but
you
we
said
were going to move the
fitting.
fitting. Motherfucker, because we were talking about moving this fitting for the other hose. Don't fucking start with me. Don't start something you can't finish, motherfucker.
Ready?
But preferably, I'll look at me. Hold on. Hang on. Go.
Good night. Good night.
You know how the dry sump tanks?
Good night.
They've
No.
got the gauze mesh to know where the full level is.
yeah.
This one doesn't have it, but
Listen, what time are we here in the morning? Look at the gap at the side. Yo,
that's what I believe.
There's a slot in the side.
the boys are going to be here 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. I suggest we be here at 10, ready to go, get on the dyno. We'll give it one sweep, we'll trans brake it, put it in the trailer and go. 10 o'clock. Cool?
You see the shiny bit,
Yeah.
10.
at least
Yeah.
Come close.
Come at 9. Okay? I'll see you at 9? Okay.
We are almost done. The boys have pulled off a mammoth
It'll
effort
probably be more
getting this engine out, stripped down,
Yeah.
checked,
because it's
brought back,
like that much
gearbox
below.
stripped down, checked, brought back, put back in,
So I'll fill it up.
replumbed,
Yeah.
new dry sump tank, new lines. Man, what a day. It has been mammoth. So I'm lost for words as always with the effort that these guys put in and the fact that we actually got to the finish line almost. What's left is run this thing for a few heat cycles, get it on the dyno, run it up, make sure it's fine. We're going to be cutting it closer. We're going to be going to the track with the engine hot off the dyno if all goes to plan. So for now I am freezing. It is cold. We need to get home. It's just an hour away. Get some rest and come back in another few hours and continue out. So
24 hours, right?
yeah, I'm not say it, Tom. You look as tired as I do. I just had a power nap in the car for about 45 minutes, which was beneficial. It was.
Right.
But yeah, it's been a crazy day, and I'm sure Tom will show you it all. And you'll understand what we've had to go through in the last 24 hours almost to get this thing to at the point that it's at for one small issue. That was probably overseen during construction of this thing in the first place. That caused us a problem. So, this is what it is. We are here. Thank you to everybody here that has helped to get this to where it is. These boys are amazing. They are just absolute beasts. They don't stop. And yeah, it's cool to be young, I guess. But for people like me, Nick and Tom and everyone else, we are fucked. So, I'm going to leave it at that and get some rest, and these guys can go get some rest as well, and we'll be back in the morning, and hopefully that all goes to plan and we can go racing. So until then, good night, like and subscribe. I'll be the fucking Walt.
Serious, then get about the way. This is really what I do, so it's more than just a game, yeah. Top 10, not 10. Running up the score to know I'm locked in. You ain't on the team, cause you're not him.